Welcome to beautiful St. Louis. We're here at the St. Vincent's Field on the north side to watch the championship game of the St. Louis Gaelic Athletic Club. Today we have O'Shea's Tribesmen versus the McGurk's Black Shamrocks. Dave, what do you think of these two teams?
Well, these obviously have been the best two teams all season long, I believe.
I agree.
That division was a tough division. Our division kind of sucked, but what are you going to do?
They were the cream of the crop, and it's good to see them here today battling it out for the prize.
Truly. And the 10th anniversary, it's a big deal. Big story today is if O'Shea's wins, it's the first championship in 10 years for John O'Neill. But he's not here, so does it count?
Yes, it does count. John O'Neill has been cursed, really, and in a way, it's been a sad thing, but it's one of the things we count on every year.
So what are your picks to click?
Picks to click, you have to look at John Coleman in goal.
The portly man in purple?
Yes, he has been one of the stalwarts of the club from day one. He, after 10 years, still possibly the best goalie in the league. He's had some competition, but always in the top of that position, and he is going to be the trouble that has to be solved.
Trouble that has to be solved. Well, there's really McGurk's is really a two-man team with it. Matt Green, Pete DiPrato. They stopped two guys. Is there anybody else on that team that can do anything?
I think there is, but I do believe that since the season has gone that way, that the support members look to them to score. If those pieces are taken away, it depends on how they react to that. If they're able to, if they're able to stop those two, because they're pretty much unstoppable. But let's say they are stopped, it will depend on the reaction of the other players. They do have some great young talent. They have some great veteran talent on that team that can gel together. But will it be enough?
From O'Shea's perspective, they're a team that can run all day. Yes, lots of young legs out there. All of them can hit the ball. So is it just a question of moving the ball around and seeing who's the best matchup is for them? I think that's their best chance for success today.
That is their key, and that is also their weakness. There is no one major hitter that will a go-to guy that you will see that will put the ball over the bar from wherever.
Look for Aaron to win every ball in the middle of the field and dominate, right?
Aaron Wagner will dominate as always. His shot is very good. It is not the bomb that you would need or would want from deeper territories, and he is such an end-to-end player, which is his strength as opposed to the long ball. He does everything else but hit the long ball, and if that is what's needed, if you can pigeonhole him into that, that is where you want to keep him.
That entire team is like that. You got Robbie over here. You got a bunch of young guys that just run around all day. You got Harrigan.
Great young talent.
Charlie Connors.
Charlie Connors.
They just run.
Charlie, I believe his name is Charles Philip Connors Jr., if I'm not mistaken. I just had a chat with him.
What's your pick?
He's very excited about the game.
I got McGurk's by 5.
He's a little nervous.
What do you got?
Let's wrap it up. I have to say McGurk's by 3, just because in a championship matchup there are nerves. There is a lot of back and forth. There's uncertainty, and everything's on the line, so everybody gives more.
We're about 5 minutes from game time. We're going to wrap it up. Matt, back to you.
St. Louis Hurling is brought to you by Guinness, the Ancient Order of Hibernians, John D. McGurk's, O'Shea's Pub, Midwest Mortgage Capital, The Clark Academy, Amsterdam Tavern, Nellie Glen Saloon, Tagine Irish Pub and Restaurant, Fast Fix Jewelry, Tower Pub, Ferguson Pub and Restaurant, and Cowan Construction.
All right, so the boys are lining out. They're doing the little march to the middle of the field, and girls, for that matter.
O'Shea's also has today in attendance their main striker, Joe Byrne.
Joel Byrne.
The Irish lad. I believe he's from Dublin.
So we're going to see about 12 wide today. Is that a bit harsh?
Well, it's not so much harsh as his shot is so big that the field can't contain it.
So let's
Here we go. Here's the throw-in. Game is on. 10th anniversary championship game. Here we go. McGurk's in control. There's Matt Green. He's going to be the key at the midfield for McGurk's today. Out to the corner.
Number
Already
10 for
out of
McGurk's. He
bounds.
did something illegal. I'm not sure what that was. Twice to the hand, I believe. So it's a free for O'Shea's coming right at us.
Now the wind is blowing O'Shea's way at this point.
Yes.
They're coming in from deep. This is John Wilson
Both
taking the free. Hopefully he can get some legs on this one. There's a
of
nice strike coming in low, bouncing all the way down. This is a veteran, Derek Douglas. He knows what to do with that ball. Put it out to the side any way you can. Struck back to the center. O'Shea's back in control. They're looking for the big man, Joe Byrne, who's great at distributing. There you go. Great to the young, quick Robbie Hupt. Oh, Robbie with a wonderful strike, just feet wide. It's good to see, if you're an O'Shea's fan, it's good to see the pressure they're putting on in the
Early
control.
Early control.
Early control is key for them. They need to get up.
For them, they don't turn their control into points as often as they should. But if you have the ball, the other team cannot score.
It's a percentage game. They just need to have more shots than the other team, and they will come out ahead. All right, here we go. We're deep in the corner. They're in the coffin corner right now. There's a good battle.
John Donovan's really struggling down there in the left back roll. Can't clear it. It gets to Aaron, though. Aaron,
who plays the whole field.
He goes from end to end.
It's a blessing.
From 20 to 20.
It's a blessing and a curse. He helps out in situations that you would never expect. And
good passing.
There he goes. Wonderful passing by O'Shea's and another wide. But let me tell you,
Greg Gratton can't get on his horse for that one.
Doesn't matter. They're showing great movement with the ball right now. I would say that McGurk's just needs to settle slightly. It's the opening minutes of the championship game. There's a lot of nerves out there. There's going to be a lot of
who's that number 10 for McGurk's?
Misplays. That's the young. I believe his last name is Hertfelder. What's his first name? Michael Hertfelder.
Let's call him Mike.
He's a rookie this year. He has come on like gangbusters. Picked up the game.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a hard hit. There's definitely a foul there.
I think
we
that
have
was shoulder
somebody
to
down.
shoulder. That was shoulder to
No,
shoulder.
that was shoulder to head, Dave. I hate to correct you, but there were two men in on there. There was one shoulder.
This is why you're not reffing this game, Dan Lapke.
And that's a good thing. He's okay. He's up. Who was that went down over there? Is that Jamie Patton?
I think that's Pete DePrato, and he's soft.
If it's Pete DePrato or Jamie Patton, if you use the word soft with them, you're talking about 20 minutes after the act.
Oh, Matt Green gets the first point of the game. 1-0, McGurk's.
He's a hell of a kid.
You know, he's a lefty.
He is, and that's the secret to guarding him.
But his package hangs on the right-hand side, I've been told.
Yes. He's a very quick lad, though. He's a very quick lad. Here's Joe Byrne. He's again, the click to pick for your O'Shea's. There's the most beautiful foot pass I have
Reynolds
seen
misses
in my
wide.
life. Mike Reynolds with a wide shot.
He was debating to just take a pull off that thing in the air, but ended up making the safe play and missing wide.
I think it was the wise play. It's just the nerves again. Wonderful play again by O'Shea's. Beautiful in-stride kick pass from Joe Byrne.
Oh.
Mike Reynolds is quite a full forward presence.
I'm not sure what that call was there on Mike. Twice to the hand or something like that, because it's coming right back at us here. And they've got the win. The win's going to be important. The first two games of the day, I think all four halves are won by the team going in this direction with the win, including the second half of the young-old game where the old guys pulled it off for the 26 consecutive.
Let me tell you something. There's nothing to do with old age and experience wins it every time. There's Joe Byrne with a fine strike,
wide.
Just slightly wide.
Let's keep track of that. That's how many wides Joe Byrne. He's got one today. He's going to have about 20 more.
Here's John Coleman. He has been throughout the history of the club
purple and portly,
one of the finest players we have ever had. If there is a Hall of Fame, he is the goalie du jour. I don't know. I was more thinking of a meal that you could pour gravy on him. Yes, he is. Yes, but he's phenomenal.
All right, we're going in here. O'Shea's with another chance. The wind is really helping them out.
If he has a clear view on a shot on him, it will not get past him.
They have had all the possession here, Danny.
O'Shea's has looked dominant in the early going. This is quite a surprise. Again, I attribute it to championship nerves. This is the big game. Here you go. John Coleman with a wise pass to his stalwart midfielder. He is going to be the key, and when he settles down, Matt Green is going to be the key to this game for McGurk's.
I disagree with you, Danny. I think O'Shea's needs to actually score. They have it all in possession, and yet they're still losing. I mean, they can't convert their possession into points. It's been their problem all season long.
And that is going to be the problem because McGurk's is the favorite. We don't want to say it, but we're going to have to say it. They are the favorite.
Free coming in here for O'Shea's. Joe Byrne stepping up. I think this is going to be wide left.
He's a strong swinger. There you go. It's a wide right?
No, wide left.
Was that wide left?
Yeah.
I do apologize. I'm looking
I get $1.
the opposite direction.
I get something. Give me a beer, Grant. I called that.
I will get you a beer.
Thank you. We already have.
Oh, there's John Wilson with a wonderful play tracking that puck
that is
out.
the John Wilson move right there.
John Wilson, quick-footed, goes back, does the backup shot. I believe that was taught to him by a one Brian Spencer. Oh, here we go. This is a chance. And that was a wonderful turnaround.
Charlie Connors with a nice little spin move, and it's tied up at 1.
I believe that's
Charles
Connors Jr. He's one hell of a player.
I believe his real name is Charlton.
No, it's Charles. I discussed it with him before the game.
Charleston Livingston
Connors
the third.
He has really come on this year. He has really found the game.
Both of the Connors boys are playing well this year, despite their disputed lineage. Wide there for McGurk's.
I love those kids. There are problems at the bar, though. But, you have to deal with the shortcomings of all the members, including yours. Oh, there's a wonderful puck out. BJ just hit the living hell out of that.
That's PJ, I believe.
PJ Brennan just knocked that past the 20-yard line on the opposing territory. That was one hell of a swing. And we got a chop down there on McGurk's. Again,
Derek
McGurk's.
Douglas is a dirty player.
Derek Douglas, no.
He brought his son to witness this. This is really
Derek Douglas is a wonderful player. That was a hard-fought battle. Referee
it's
call.
Really unfortunate.
I could go either way.
There's children here to watch this. His own children, and that's not the way you want to.
Dave, once again, it shows the possession to O'Shea's.
Here we go. See if Charlie's going to try to get a point out of this, and he missed
another wide. What we notice here is a lot of O'Shea's on the attack and a lot of countering by McGurk's, which is not their game. This is playing.
The ball's been down here the entire half, which is probably because of the wind to a certain extent.
Yeah, but this game is playing out quite differently. I want to say it's nerves, but 10 minutes in, I'm not sure what to tell you.
O'Shea's has to take advantage of the wind. If they're only going to get 7 or 8 points in the first half, they're not going to win this game.
Here's the thing is they are in this game.
Robbie taking somebody down.
I don't care what the wind says. If this game stays like this right now, you could flip a coin.
And then what?
At that point, you would decide who the winner was by the coin flip, not by their play on the field because it was equal.
What if it was heads?
It depends on who called the coin or who is chosen as heads. It's a 50-50 gambling bet. We will talk about that later. Okay, we got a free here. It looks like
you got your 12-sided die out to. Oh, sorry.
That's a fine strike. That was Matt Green.
Point.
The lefty
is it?
Drops it over the bar with a little bit of gentility.
It is a point.
It was a pretty swing. You convert your freeze and you do nothing but help your club, and I believe that's where McGurk's has a strong advantage.
Another free for O'Shea's coming in.
Well, McGurk's wants to play them physical.
Tim Buckley got the foul. I'm shocked by that.
Tim Buckley is a rough and tumble player.
No, he's a hack. Just say it.
I won't say he's a hack. He's not a hack. He's rough and tumble.
He's dirty.
He's
as the day is long.
He skates the line, if you will. If you're a teammate, he's your best friend.
Clear there by Owen
if he's your opponent, you hate him. McGurk's wants to make this match physical, because the strong suit of O'Shea's is their legs and their skill. McGurk's has a little bit of everything.
Dangerous here. Here we go.
That
John
was
Wilson's going to have a good chance at
wonderful hand pass from Joe Byrne.
Right on.
John Wilson, who will never miss from that distance.
And they take the lead 3-2. Tight fought in the early.
All right, we got a nice substitution. We got Greg Gratton, the veteran.
Hustle off, lad. Hustle off.
Subbing off. I can't. I believe Greg has been here since year 2.
Megan has yet to get in the game. What the hell's up with that?
He's a player.
You know, each player has to play at least half the game. It's in the rules. You can look it up. It's true. Well, she already roughed a very poor job. Did a poor job roughing in the young old game.
I have to
Blew her
disagree.
whistle
I have
once,
to
I think.
disagree with you. She was better than most refs, and did a.
Nice
she did.
point there.
That was a solid point from
Prado.
Pete DePrado. The man moves to his right every time, but you can't stop it.
It was good actually to see the Camogie girls here out doing something, you know, roughing the game. So, you know, 'cause you don't see them like doing anything. So that was kind of good.
Here's what I'd like to say about Pete DePrado. If you are a comic book fan, Pete DePrado is the juggernaut, and you're the wall. You know he's coming right at you. You know Pete's going to the right, and he's going to swing from the right.
Look at that
and
clear
you're
by
trying
Owen.
to stop that.
Look at that.
Good
clear
luck.
by Owen.
He's
You
going
see
right
this?
through you.
Oh, he just takes the ball away from Joe Byrne and clears it up the field. I think that's a smart play to put Owen on Joe Byrne. He's really shut him down at this point. Joe Byrne has no points.
I have to
Couple
agree with you
wides.
because of anyone in the club who actually follows instructions and understands the concept of defense, which would be about 5 of the 150. Owen is one, and Owen is one who actually has the skill to do
we
as
go.
such.
Point all day long.
That Joe Byrne, perfect point, at least 40 yards long. He could have hit that from 65. Wonderful strike. But again, back to Owen. Owen is the consummate team player. You can't ask for anyone better. And again, coming off the pitch for McGurk's is a Jamie Patton, another player who is mainly a defensive. A defensive man.
Another wide for O'Shea.
Another wide for Joe Byrne.
Byrne.
That's 3.
Yeah.
A defensive stalwart, but he, again, team player. Where do you want him? What do you need him to do?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You ask anybody who was on that championship team in San Francisco, they'll all tell you Owen was probably the MVP of that team. Won every ball, defended the best player on the other team. Never stopped.
Points.
Never stopped. Robbie, look at Robbie with his long solo, a weak side try, no good, but he's still going.
Oh, that's
he just
a
misses
wonderful
wide.
strike wide. That kid is something else. This is his 2nd season in 3 years. I think he could be the top of the pops. We got another substitution run here.
Look at Billy looking like a little chubby, don't you think?
We got. Hey, don't default anyone who is
Do you
helping
realize he's only
officiate this
31
game.
years old? I would have thought he's much older than that.
I will say this: Billy Brennan married an absolutely gorgeous woman.
Yes,
if
he'll
I
reach-
was him,
he'll get
I
this
wouldn't even
coverage.
be here right now. I would be wondering, excuse me, how can I take your clothes off again? And that's all I would be spending my days and nights doing. But apparently, Billy.
Oh, wonderful point by Joe Byrne there.
Joe Byrne.
That's a second.
That's his second. He's got 3
Don't wanna
wides.
correct you. We have some players
He's
here
2
that
for
haven't been
5.
paying
2 for
attention.
5.
Doing? Big Greg.
Martin McGurk's has joined us here in the booth.
Ah, gentlemen.
Martin, could you please tell us? Come here for a second here. We're going to take your opinion on what your thought is on this championship game. What do you think of? Now, are you
DePrado's
rooting for
lighting it
your
up. DePrado's lighting it up.
DePrado, Pete
Can't be stopped.
DePrado?
I guess I'm voting for Croak. You know, the Croak division, my home division.
And which team would that be?
We
That would be
don't
McGurk's.
have a team in.
McGurk's, you're voting for the McGurk. Both teams are from the Croak.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
really?
yeah.
Well, I guess I don't know
So
what
you
I'm talking about.
That's okay.
All
it's
right,
not
Martin.
the
Thanks
first
for
time.
chatting with us. We'll get back to you at halftime.
So, Martin, you're clearly voting for any after bar you can go to.
Right. Well, I just came from one.
Okay. And thank you
Nice.
for
Look at this
supporting our
defensive
effort.
effort down
Look
there.
at fine.
Robbie
defensive
just keeps
effort.
going and going and going. Oh,
Robbie is the energizer.
Oh, footy from
that
Robbie.
was phenomenal.
That was
Will not be denied.
fooey footy-alicious. I loved it.
That was
as
Robbie
a footy and a
huffed
footy,
with
you
a
see what I did
wonderful
there with that
strike,
thing
and
there.
then he just used whatever he had at his disposal.
That's what they need. They need
being
to get a
his
big
right
lead
foot
here. They
for
need to get
a
a big
gorgeous goal. This is a turn of events that no one expected.
It's going to turn around in the second half. I tell you, they need to get a big lead because of the wind.
Dave, I'm not sure that the wind is the factor as much as you think it is, but I defer to you as an long-standing
Meteorologist.
club member
Yeah.
and as ex-trainer. You understand the
I'm
game?
a practicing meteorologist. I don't know if you knew that.
Are you? I'm a practicing reverend. I
getting some rain
officiated
here.
your wedding,
I don't
which
know.
was.
Yes, that was lovely.
So if
Lovely
anyone
affair.
needs a wedding, baptism, or a funeral, I can help you.
you do
out.
bar mitzvahs too, I believe.
No, I cannot, unfortunately. I will drink the Manischewitz and revel with you, but I cannot.
Ooh.
There's a good call. He picked the ball up off the ground. That is some spot-on refereeing from Kevin Sullivan, the club president.
I think these two are the best two refs other than ourselves in the club.
I have to tell you something, Dave. You and I are the best refs in the club, and for two who can't be on the pitch, if you want to, those are the two men you need. Refereeing always takes, every sport, everywhere, it gets beat up on. Major League Baseball is a disappointment, but the Hurling Club here, we have a strong core group.
Oof.
That was a
nice clear by JD. Look at John Donovan stepping up in front of his
John
keeper.
Donovan has
it.
picked up his game in the last 2 years to almost an elite
I
defensive
thought it was
level.
better when he was chubby. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going to disagree with you. I think at this stage, he is an elite defender.
Wide again. This time by Charlie Connors.
Charlie Connors with the wide. Let's go back to John Donovan. I think John Donovan has become an elite defender. I'm not sure what his weight.
He found his stroke this year. I'll give you that.
His weight loss was
dangerous play in the sideline there.
But John Donovan's weight loss was key. He is now quick. He is knowledgeable. He is skilled. He is willing to do the unpretty things. He is willing to not be noticed to help his club.
So let's talk about this matchup.
That is the man you want.
Let's talk about this matchup.
Which matchup are you talking about?
Matt Green and John Wilson.
Matt Green
has not done jack today is because J-Dub's been on him. And you know what? He hasn't done anything either, but they're canceling each other out. And if that's going to happen, that's a win for O'Shea's.
Well, as you know, John Wilson has played in the club, I believe now.
27 years?
No, he goes back at least 6 years. John Wilson has been a godsend to this club. Skilled player, fast, wonderful. The new version of John Wilson is Matt Green, a left-handed, hard drinking, quick running, pain in the ass. He is. They're just getting stretched, and the offense just isn't there today.
You don't have to talk the whole time. You can just let the silence speak for itself. You just say it.
Well, Dave, when your heart is nothing but silence, you fill the void however you can.
My heart is full of silence. I'm not going to lie. You got bottles there? Look at you. Oh, check VAR. Winners. Thank you.
Does anybody have a bottle opener? Could you help the crew?
Mike Reynolds. He's like far from goal, still doing a decent job.
You want one?
No, I've got this.
Here, take this one. I'll trade you.
Okay.
Because this shit's good. I've had 3 of them already.
Will Joe Byrne miss another one wide here? Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Again, Jamie Patton, just solid defender.
I believe he's a military man as well.
He was. And
Nice
it's pronounced
pass back there.
military.
Oh, we finally see some Mike Harrigan. Haven't seen.
Ooh, that's good physical play there. That
good
is
shoulder
good
to
physical
shoulder
play.
there. Good shoulder to shoulder up, and then clear for Aaron. Aaron hasn't really been much of a factor yet.
Here's where Aaron becomes the factor because the kid can run.
New guy Mike did a good job on him to close him and forced him to go weak side.
And forcing him weak side right into Megan Robinson. Let's mention her game again. Megan Robinson playing a fullback de jour. And I'm going to say de jour again. Meaning what?
It's just of the day.
Of the day.
So
She's
like
defender of the day.
I don't understand.
I wish I could make it a food reference, but I can't. Oh, here's a wide open strike. Wide as could be. If you're going to take a swing at that as a McGurk's player, you have to make a point. You cannot just hit a wide goal shot that would have been stopped anyway.
Well, Robbie's back in the game. Watch for him to get on the board in a hurry.
Oh, here's a key matchup. Owen is off the field taking a quick rest. A respite. He's
here
been.
goes Joe Byrne. He's coming in.
Notice Joe Byrne. The minute
lost
Owen's off the field, Joe Byrne is there. That was a
Point,
gorgeous point by Dan Miller.
I think he could be one of the better defensive players in the entire club.
Dan Miller?
Interesting to put him they're putting him at the half forward line. He can score, but it's just an odd choice.
I will say Dan Miller is incredibly underrated. He's not the referee's friend, and that oft times hurts him, but a skilled player. And off the field, just a peach. He's
Just
a
a
wonderful
peach.
man. You put him between these lines, though, I'll tell you, I'm not his friend.
No. That's a great pass. Oh, and a fail.
But he's a worthy opponent.
Is that Matt
if
Green
one
that just
ever
whiffed
had
down there? Who's 22 for McGurk's?
I'm not sure who whiffed down there. We have a bit of a scrum down there that O'Shea's has won and is
nice clear by Aaron
wisely
to Robbie.
passing. Notice Aaron playing end to end. A blessing
Aaron
and a curse
finds
to me.
Everybody. Oh. off Mike Reynolds' hand directly to Derek
I will have to
Douglas.
say that Robbie Hupp just
Here he comes.
put the perfect pass to Mike Reynolds' hands that he dropped. None of Mike Reynolds' fault.
Puts it wide. Robbie puts it wide.
But
This is a team
O'Shea's
full of wides. O'Shea's is a team full of wides.
But
a team full of wides and a team full of whys.
I would agree with you.
And hows.
But the thing is, they are applying the pressure.
It's coming back.
It's like prom night. At some point, she's going to give in, and they need to continue with the pressure. Going. Robbie Hupp is
He's
just
fouled.
been fouled.
That's
Who hit
Tim
that?
Buckley's 4th foul in the first half. He is dangerously skating a card at this point.
Dave, I'm going to disagree with you. He hasn't done anything worthy of a card.
Repeated fouls are worthy
Has he done things worthy of a foul? Yes.
He is what we thought he was.
He committed the foul, but not a yellow card yet. That will come in the second half, I'm sure.
Repeated fouls are grounds for a card, Danny. It's in the rules. You can look it up. We don't often use that particular rule, but...
Well, what's funny is the St. Louis Gaelic Athletic Club calls more rules than anywhere in the world. We are more tightly officiated than any club on the planet Earth.
Oh, this is opening up for Charlie here.
Okay, Charlie's going into the dirt. This is one of the unfortunate parts of St. Vincent's Field. He is making a beautiful cross. That was the idea. A streaking Mike Reynolds could not get the most beautiful pass I've seen today. Charlie Connors needs to be applauded for that effort. Unselfish,
Here we go,
beautiful
John Wilson
play
here.
from O'Shea's. If they keep this up, I have to tell you, McGurk's is in trouble.
But they're not scoring. They got to score.
Oh, this is a Pete DiPrato. He is an animal.
You know what you got to do to Pete DiPrato?
Pete DiPrato, you know what you want to do?
Cut his Achilles.
No, you know,
Cut his Achilles.
cut his Achilles, you'll always
He'll never
slice
play
right.
again.
He'll never play the game again.
No, seriously, you got to play in front of him. If you play in front of Pete DiPrato, you're going to win the ball.
And you
because
have-
once Pete DiPrato wins the ball,
You have
He's
to
gonna
look
score.
for him to go to his right and double team him. No one man can cover Pete DiPrato. In college, I believe that might have been a different story. Oh, there is an excellent point by
drop
Mike
over
Reynolds.
the point, over the box.
Again, Mike Reynolds, quick, smart.
Wiley.
I'm not going to give him Wiley yet because he's not the veteran stage yet. That's why I give him smart. Wiley is for a veteran because Wiley is special. And there's a Pete DiPrato again. Just you give him 3 feet, he's going to take 6 miles and score on you.
Just put one guy in
Here-
front of Pete DiPrato.
Here's
That's
the
all you
thing.
need to do. It's not
Here's what you
hard.
do to Pete DiPrato, and I'm not abdicating this in any manner.
You're abdicating?
You
You're giving up
take
the
him.
crown?
You
Or you're advocating?
advocating. You take
I thought you
him.
were abdicating.
You tie him up in a bag and throw him in a river, and you drown him
Like a
until
cat?
you drown him 9 times. That is the only way you will stop him from scoring. He is a machine. He is a Terminator. He's a Terminator that has not been invented. He will score. You just need to stop the others.
There we go. Good chance for O'Shea's here.
That's a
I think that's going wide. No.
That's an excellent point. Now who shot that?
Charlie Connors?
That was a Charlie Connors from the wide side. He was contested for that
He's
shot.
the hero of the first half for O'Shea's.
I'll have to tell you, he has been the overachiever. Possibly, I wouldn't say that because he's a very skilled player, but he was not on our radar for one to control the game. It was Wilson or a Joe Byrne, but he has picked up the position of someone, or an Aaron Wagner. Aaron Wagner has done his usual row.
He scores points.
He does score points,
Look
but
at Aaron. Look at Aaron.
Aaron is
Wins
best.
the ball, puts the ball where it needs to be.
Aaron, well, that's the whole point.
Just
If
raped.
Aaron's main job is to do everything but score, everything on the field.
You should at least bought him dinner first before that foul. What do you think? No? Buy him a drink.
Do they know each other?
I don't know.
They do now.
They might have the AIDS now after
They
that.
do now.
I don't know. That
Now, who is this? This is Joe Byrne?
Yeah, wide. No,
That's a good shot.
that's a
He
good
is,
shot.
if I'm not mistaken, he is 3 for 6. So he's batting
50%.
500.
He's like Shaq at the line.
I want to know, why are you taking pictures? Who are you with? Oh, Jesus. That Hertfelder kid's been out there twice. He's looking good.
There comes Buckley.
Buckley
He's gonna try to
on the
take that
offensive
swing.
side. There's a good swing. He had that golf slice, though.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
But Buckley, you know what? I got to tell you something. Buckley's game is not that. Buckley is your physical guy. He is your down and dirty man you want. He's the man you don't want to play.
Oh, here we go.
I hate him.
Mike Reynolds.
And that's a good thing. And Mike
Nice
Reynolds with an
pass.
excellent cross and an excellent.
It's a goal for Charlie
That
Connors.
was beautiful.
That's busted this open a bit.
In stride.
What did I
Mike,
say?
in stride.
They need to get to at least 8 points in the first half. They're now, I think, at 9.
Mike Reynolds in stride with a beautiful cross.
Absolutely.
Unselfish to a Charlie Connors who knew to strike immediately off the ground.
And it's the ground hurling.
The ground
You don't
hurling.
see the ground
Hey,
hurling.
it's a dry, fast field. That is what you need today.
Speaking about a dry, fast field, I ever tell you the story when I was in San Antonio?
Was your mom there?
Wow. No, I wasn't going to go there.
I was, because I was there, and so was she.
Wow, that was just me.
And sometimes we have to be mean, Dave. We are watching history in progress. I have to say, what do you think now? If you're McGurk's captain, what do you do?
Hey, just keep your chin up. The wind's in your favor the second half. Get the ball in the air. Matt Green has not touched the ball. It might be a little bit due to John Wilson's defending, but your two key guys, Pete's holding his end of the thing up, but you know what? Matt's got to start stepping up. Set him down low. Matt Green can score goals from the middle of the field. He can score goals.
I think Matt Green has played a great game from where he is playing. The question is, again, it's the X factor.
We got some weather coming in here too, potentially. Look at this.
There's an X factor here that I think that's just sort of the non superstars, if you will, of O'Shea's are outplaying.
They can run all day, and they can win every ball. That's 90% of it.
They are outplaying McGurk's, although McGurk's is showing
But they got us.
two great plays. There's a wonderful point by Matt Green from his weak side, which is the right side. He again, he's the key. We're not sure how he fits in, but the periphery, the role players of McGurk's who step up at moments need to step up more. Here is that's Nick.
Yes. Or is it Zach?
No, that's new Nick. I apologize for not knowing his last name, but first season.
Zoolander.
Nope.
It's Nick Zoolander.
No, he has shown some true ability.
Good bomb there to Joe Byrne in the
That's
left
a
corner.
wonderful puck out to the big man. A good cross is going to be. Oh my goodness! Owen just stole that from him like a professional. Joe Byrne has to be disappointed in
Thief in
Owen.
the night is that Owen McCrinston McCall fall guy.
Joe Byrne has to wonder.
Oh, not a good puck out there. Or free from Matt Green. That's a Robbie coming right back at us. Now there's some Harrigan. Get your Harrigan on.
Mike
right
Harrigan,
there.
he's another one of the young kids. We gotta love the future of this club with guys like him.
Reynolds trying to center the ball. down
Reynolds
here.
into
Now
a
you got
Jamie
Dan Miller trying to get the quick point. Nope.
wide. I got to tell you something, Mike Reynolds,
Halftime.
Dan Miller. When you're going into the buzzsaw known as Jamie Patton and Derek Douglas, you got two large men who will not back down. You need to go wide and move it on. That was an interesting first half, I'll have to tell you.
It was. I'm going to try to get it. Let's call it.
Now,
We
you
got
wanna come
one of the
from behind.
referees here, Kevin Sullivan, joining us here at halftime. Kevin, what are you seeing out there?
Seeing some good hard play, maybe a little aggressive by a couple of players, but I think overall they're keeping it clean. They're keeping it clean with the exception of a couple.
So I'm wondering, have you ever given a yellow card for repeated fouls by a player? We were talking about this in the first.
Yes,
half.
I have.
Because there's a
there was
particular player out
there.
there.
Was one that he was given a black book on his
okay.
third aggressive foul, and he's been warned that the next one, will result in a yellow.
Excellent. So, great first half. O'Shea's controlled all the possession. They really didn't cash in on their chances early on. Finally got a couple of late goals. But they needed to get, I said before the game, they need to get at least an 8-point lead with that win because the win's going to make the difference in the second half
And
of
they
that
did.
McGurk's team. So it means second half, it's going to be close. McGurk's is going to come. They got the win. They're going to get the ball in the air with Matt Green, with Pete DePrado. But can they win the ball in the middle of the field? Because they didn't do it in the first half.
Here's what I noticed early on the nerves, everything that was going on. O'Shea's won that battle, and that gave them confidence. They shot a lot of wides, but you know what? They shot a lot of dangerous points, which put that in the minds of McGurk's. McGurk's was on the back foot. Do they have the talent to move on? Of course they do. They are a great second half team. They can slow it down to their game. The question is, will O'Shea's let them? They gave them confidence in the first half. O'Shea's is quick. They have the talent to win it. It is. This is anybody's game. This is a barn burner.
I still like McGurk's in the second half. I don't think O'Shea's is going to win every ball like they did in the first half. The tide's going to turn. It's not going to be as close as it's going to be closer than 8 points.
It will be closer than 8 points, but McGurk's is a second half team. They are right now. They are wonderfully coached. They're looking right now, going, how do we counter this? The nerves are gone. They are now going to be coming through heavy. They're going to be. Watch the second half. Think first half. Light, running, airy, wonderful hurling. Watch the second half and see what McGurk's does. They're going to do the business down low. Like we discussed, Owen against Joe Byrne. He took care of business. Joe Byrne didn't score on his own until Owen was off the field. They're a good, gutty team. This is nothing against O'Shea's. They're phenomenally quick and wonderful. It's the tale of two different squads, and that's what I can't wait to see in the second half.
Bottom line, McGurk's needs to win the ball coming out on the puck outs. If they don't do that, they don't start doing that because they haven't done it in the first half, game's over.
And I have to tell you this much. If O'Shea's decides that they need to play prevent, they're fools. You can never play defense or prevent and win.
If you do that, you're fools.
You have to play to win, and they got the strikers to do it. Both teams have the will. It's going to come down to.
We're going to bring Captain Pete DePrado in for a minute. Come here.
Please come over here. Can you tell us anything about the first half?
You got to win. You got to win those balls on the puck outs, right?
Yeah.
Anything else?
We just got to play harder.
Okay. Thanks, Pete.
Pete DePrado, one of the finest players the club has
channeling
ever
his
had.
inner Popovich.
Let me tell you something. As a captain, you don't want to play for anybody else. He is the consummate coach. He says 3 words. It's really easy to understand. You do it.
All right.
All right, we're about to start the second half here. We've noted that there's some cloud coverage, which is just absolutely perfect for this game. It's cooled down to about a 73-degree temperature. No sun, no sunburn possible. Just so no one knows, or don't tell anyone, but the original 15 at some point will get cufflinks.
Ooh, I like that idea. Oh, we're on the second half.
Second half. This is
Tim
McGurk's
Buckley
half. Tim Buckley passes it over to a Matt Green. Shake and bake on the Matt Green part. There comes a Buckley hard and heavy.
You know, Harrigan's switched off to Matt Green. He's doing a pretty good job on him. We'll see.
Let me tell you something. Harrigan's young and he's got legs. And he knows how to use them.
Oh.
That was a spin move that I don't understand. Who was that?
I don't know, but it kind of worked. I think it was Landon.
That looked like Landon Zierbach, the German, making the move.
Is he German?
I believe he's German. He loves that Bundesliga. Here's a Robbie Hupt with some bad shorts.
You can't stop him.
He's a quick kid, and I believe that's Derek Douglas chasing him, which is
unfortunate for Derek Douglas.
That's a 20-year span and a 30-pound span that you don't want in your disfavor there.
Oh, Charlie misses.
Charlie
wide.
Connors still, again, O'Shea's putting the pressure on. It might have been a wide.
If you're running right like that, you got to put that shot on the left post.
I would say they're exuberant. They're good shooters. They need to drop some short. Here comes John Donovan. I have to tell you,
he's checking us.
Just the last 2 years, just playing a whale of a game.
Oh, look at that. Derek Douglas owns Robbie on that one. Picks it up again. Nice pass. I think that's Zach.
That's Zach. He's a youngster. He's 18 years of age. I have pants older than that young man. Oh, there's
Debbie Gibson shirts older than that.
PJ Brennan with
it wide up.
Oh, again, if you're going to have a goaltender that's not John Coleman, you want PJ Brennan.
I think that puck might have hit Pat Connors in the junk here on the sideline, which is, I mean, if you're going to wear that kind of tank top that he's wearing, you're really asking him to be hit in the junk by a flying ball.
If O'Shea's wins tonight, he's going to do well.
Oh, he's gonna take a knee after that.
Here comes the sideline cut. There's
Derek Douglas.
There's John Donovan. Johnny on the spot again. He has just been the man. And there's Robbie Hupp. That was an excellent exchange. This is what hurling's about. That was 5 seconds and 150 yards. Oh. And an excellent defensive play by Animal Ed Reedy. They call him Happy Apples.
But Kurt Hosna is in my way, so I can't see the action.
Here's Joe Byrne. Joe Byrne trying to help with the midfield. Over to a Charlie Connors.
Oh,
back to a Joe Byrne. This is the game they need to go with. The give and go. They're quick. Point. And that is an excellent point by Joe Byrne. That was a tight angle. I don't know how he hit that.
Nice little feed from John Wilson, and he was off and running.
There's John Coleman with another lovely puck out right to his man, or all three of them. Matt Green, a missed strike into the arena.
Aaron on the spot once again.
There's Aaron probably playing on the wrong side of the field, but of course making the great play.
It's conservative
That is what
play.
he does.
It's conservative play by him to play like a fullback position, basically. But you know what? You got a big lead. You want to defend it?
Aaron Wagner does not have a position. His position is hurling. He excels.
The rains have come back this afternoon.
It's a soft rain.
Much like the rain on my heart.
God will not allow us, or will not wait.
Will allow
two.
it. Well, he will not.
God would not stop this game. Only man can stop this game.
Uh-oh, here comes Travali. I think he's going to try to protect his equipment.
Travali needs to cover up something. He's a good-looking man, and there's Mike Hill. Cigarette, camera, shirtless, booze hound.
Somebody buy that man a meal. Jesus.
He is what America was meant to protect.
Uh-oh, we got some lightning out here to the south.
The gods have decided to bowl, but that doesn't frighten us yet, because it's to the west.
I'm glad we're holding like
Here's John Donovan once again. John Donovan has had an amazing game.
Oh.
There's Landon once again. Stalwart.
Good effort.
That's going to go long unless... Oh, there's a wise play by John Wilson.
That was ballsy.
It was a ballsy play, I'll give you that, but he knew that they were in the fast dirt. Fast dirt puts the ball out quickly. There's no way his mark, the youngster, God, I love that kid, Zach. He's 18. Jesus Christ, when I was 18.
So you like 18-year-olds is what you're saying?
Only if they're female.
Oh, okay.
But I love that kid because he can run all day. I want him on my team anytime. Very skilled.
Oh, dangerous.
Wonderful attitude, wonderful parents.
Landon trying to clear.
There was Landon with a great 1-1 strike.
Oh, PJ just runs over Zach like he was a squirrel. That was awesome.
One thing the 18-year-old needs to learn is sandwiches and possibly some weight bench work because PJ will tear him a new one every time he runs
their cork possession game. Mike Reynolds coming in all by himself.
Wonderful John Coleman work at goal.
Yet Reynolds still has a chance.
Reynolds gets his goals by hard work.
And HGH. Not confirmed. That's just what I heard.
I'll tell you, he's a little too petite for that, but if that's what you've heard, we just got to go with the blogs.
You don't know where he started out.
I read it on a blog machine somewhere.
There's a Robbie Hupp. Well, we got some thunder out to the west. This is a little disconcerting, but here's a John Wilson play until the whistle, kids. Here's a wide open Joe Byrne. Joe Byrne wide.
Beth O'Malley's joined us for an interview. And her son, Colin. What's up, Colin?
O'Malley, who are you rooting for?
So how was that Camogie championship of two teams? That was interesting. Choice to have a championship with two teams.
Well, we had to play one last game.
Okay. So let's call it a championship. Why not?
Exactly.
Okay.
And if the other team had won, we would have had to go to a tiebreaker, like 15-minute playoff, basically, at the end of the day.
So you're saying that it should have taken place before the young old game then?
No.
Okay. No. I agree with you. It should have taken one. All right, back to the action. Look at Aaron
I'll have to tell you that ladies' game was something to behold. It was good stuff, and they played a hell of a tournament up in Chicago last week.
I heard they
Runners up.
I heard they win 3 of 5 games.
3 of 5's runner up to a expat team out of Chicago. You can't say anything with all American lads, gals. They played their hearts out. Here we go. The ball's back in. Uh-oh. We got a good run for Josh West. PJ's there.
Nice moves. He's coming to the sideline right at us.
One thing I love about Josh West. Josh West is phenomenal. Both sides of the ball, and one of the cleanest players you're going to play with. You don't have to worry if that man's coming at you and you're the opposing player.
So this is a good opportunity here, Danny.
Clean play.
PJ overcarried the ball. Now we got a free on a 20 here for Matt Green. He's going to go for goal. They're down 9 points.
I'd go over the bar. You have to take any point. Take the sure thing, and that was a wonderful strike.
One.
Wonderful
So
point.
they're down 8.
He is. I would put him in one of the 3 top free takers in the club. He's phenomenal.
You got me and Mike Hill, and yeah, I'd put him up there.
He's absolutely phenomenal at it. Again, we'd like to get, if we can get over here, Josh West, come over here, in live in-game interview. How is it out there? We see that it's you guys are trying to play some physical game. Now, what are you guys trying to do out there?
Get to the ball.
That's
the ball first.
True. Now, what do you guys think you need to do to really, really pull together? Besides getting to the ball first, is there any mismatch, anything you can change?
No mismatch. We're just need to talk more. Get open for our guys.
Have some better passes.
Support our guys, yeah.
Gotcha. Because you're looking good out there. We've been watching. We were just talking about you a couple seconds ago before you came off.
Mike
absolutely
is
wonderful
trying to
game.
Fire it up right now.
Good luck out there. Get your feet square.
Got my toe smashed.
Smash toe. We got okay. Luckily, both clubs can't hear this, so nobody can cue in on this. But smash toe for Josh West. So hopefully the O'Shea's team doesn't key in on that and play cheap. But good luck out there, sir. We saw an excellent play by Matt Harrigan there, earning the free.
He's trying to fire him up. He was fired up there. You know, if lightning hits, Dan, we're carrying metal objects.
Dave, my nickname's Johnny Electric. I'm not afraid. There's Aaron again. What part of the field is he on? We're not sure, but there he is. Here's a wonderful chop down there. Oh, that was a wonderful run by Mike Reynolds, who was chopped down. A good call by Stefan.
I would have let that play go to see what happens. He was going at the goal, baby.
You let him go. That's a penalty shot at the 20 with 3 on the line, I believe.
Gotta let him see if he scores.
I gotta tell you something. I don't like that play. I think that was cheap. I think it was crappy. I completely disagree with you. Now, if I was O'Shea's, if there's 3 on the line, if it was a physical in the box, I would go for the goal. If it's everybody on the line for outside the box, I go for the point.
I don't think this is the right call. I think he was in the box there, right?
I can't tell
Maybe
from
he was
this
out of the
distance.
box.
He was probably far away. That's a point. And that's Joe Byrne. That's his bread and butter.
That's smart. Go up
All
nine.
day, and
Take the
you
points.
take the point. Every point is a nail in the coffin.
I'm really surprised. I thought McGurk's would come out in the second half with the win and really start winning some balls, but they've been balls.
I will have to tell you, I think that early first half surge by O'Shea's and the talent they do have made them believe. I think they believe.
They're really just being found out that they're a 2-person team. You shut those 2 guys down. They've got nothing else, at least to this point.
I will tell you, there was only one other team that could compete with either one of these 2 all year long, and that's the Tower.
Yeah, really.
The Tower team.
The Tower team was the best team, wouldn't you say?
One of the best teams. They had the pieces of the puzzle that could solve these riddles.
But what about the enigmas wrapped in the?
That's where their problems lied. But I think that of the 2 teams in this, the only other team that could be here is Tower. And that being said, these 2 teams are definitely deserved of being here. I like this matchup in that they are slightly different. Like the more physical McGurk's team that is not employing that for some reason, or not able to do that. O'Shea's look at this, a wide open pass to Charlie Connors.
40 meters away and just
They need to be physical. As they try to be physical, if they lose that battle when trying to be physical, O'Shea's takes it to the house, and that's what's killing them.
Along with heart disease, Dan.
This game could be played next week, and McGurk's could be up by 15 points. That's how even these two teams are. Here's McGurk's dropping one low. Again, Mike White, who will kill this kid. Oh, good Lord. Mike White is not the man you want to run into. Pete DePrado.
Oh, dirty play there by
that
Pete DePrado.
I will say this.
Dirty
Missed.
But that's what they need to do to get back into this game.
And that is what they need to do. They are physical. They are physical, and that was the physicality you saw. I don't agree with the non-call, but
Young Sullivan missed that one. But to be fair, we were in a better position.
To be fair, his back was to the play, and that is an impossible call. Dave, you and I referee many matches a year. If there's 10 weeks, we referee 10 games apiece. Between the two of us, most likely, 17 different games. We probably referee together twice a year, and those are the best refereed games you'll ever see.
I concur with your assessment.
Sullivan is possibly the next best ref. I think he is absolutely phenomenal. I think Stefan is good in his
command of the game.
He's absolutely consistent, but he calls it like a Dubliner.
Yeah.
Which means he doesn't call it very much. But it is always exactly the same, and that is important.
And the players play that way because they know that's what they're going to get.
Absolutely. I think whoever wins this game, actually whoever loses this game, should not be ashamed.
Well, Shays is up 7 right now.
That is just. I wish I put my money in Vegas. I would have got 3 points on top of that. It's 10 up if you're in Vegas. Who's that running? That was a Tim Buckley.
It was. He's been much cleaner in the second half.
Tim Buckley, known as a physical player, he has skills. I wish he would use them more. But his team needs him to do the grunt work.
Oh, this is dangerous with DePrado with the
here's
ball.
Pistol Pete.
There
he is.
Guys point for him, but you know what? From that distance, he needs to start going for a goal. Just take a look at it.
I have to tell you, anybody covering the man should be standing on his right side.
Just get in front of him. Don't let him win the ball.
He's going to shoot from the right.
The man's eating more Taco Bell than a Chihuahua.
Saying
it's
that,
not that hard.
He's led the league in scoring the last 3 years. He's the cream of the crop. Here's Charlie Connors with a drop and some, again, physical defense. Here's McGurk's grunt working. This is where the game changes. Look at this. McGurk's player out.
I call that gerwunking when they're grunt working. Gerwunking.
Now we got a call. Let's see what's happened here. Oh, here's a little bit of... Oh, it's Dan Miller.
It's Tim Buckley. I'm shocked. And Dan Miller. Double shocked.
I have to tell you, if this was not the championship game, both of those men would at least get a yellow card, if not ejected.
I didn't see much there. I just think it was girls yelling at each other. It felt like a high school dance.
I understand, Dave. You're the bad cop. I'm the good cop. I don't know how it works.
We have to disagree.
Dave, you and I disagree a lot, and that's good. You know why? Leads to discussion. Discussion leads to solutions.
I don't shave my private parts. You do. It's fine.
It's true. It's true. They're smooth and silky. Back in my single days, the ladies appreciated it.
Oh,
there's a Joe Byrne. That better go over the bar. He missed that. Oh, there was an excellent second swing off the post. We can't see who took it, but that was marvelous. They made...
Look at that footy.
That's a footy! That was excellent. After all of that, Joe Byrne redeems himself. Terrible free. The player up front made chicken salad out of chicken shit, but it was off the bar. The ensuing garbage turns into a footy by Joe Byrne, stickless. That is wonderful. Here we go with the puck out. This game will not stop moving. There's a John Wilson. He's the cog right now, I think, playing deep. I think that O'Shea's has shifted.
They always got one of those guys back here. If it's not Aaron, it's John.
Well, Aaron plays the whole field, but I think they have shifted to their two big guys. They do not want to give up the garbage.
This is Pete at his best right here.
This is Pete double-teamed. Oh, he just absolutely hammered John Donovan.
No, I disagree. He got hammered first.
Who hit him?
John Donovan hammered him, and he fell down. It's going to be a free here for McGurk's.
I have to say I did not see that play.
Yeah, you saw the second part.
Oh, no, I saw the play, but I disagree with everything that everyone's saying. But I'm going to be a team guy and say
I think when you look at the
they are
replay,
correct.
you might feel differently.
Well, I'll see the replay when this is aired, at which point I will probably be inebriated and say I was still right. So who's taking this free here? This is Pistol Pete DePrado. He's got, if he's smart, he goes over the bar again. Like I said, you can only take it one at a time. That was an excellent strike.
Now they're within 2 goals, and Kevin Sullivan dropped his pad of paper. He looks a little chubby in that outfit, I would say. Looks a little stuffed into that lime green
You know what
shirt.
it is? It's that lime green. You cannot help but add 10 pounds with that on. Right
like
now,
television, right?
Right now, you and I, if we put that shirt on, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant.
I think I'd make that shit look good.
I tend to disagree unless you want to look like Big John Studd. More wrestling references, but
Doink the Clown died yesterday. I didn't get
real
the text off to you.
Doink.
Yes.
I actually had sent that to Paul Rohde. Paul Rohde was very verklempt.
So
Doink
really,
the
this
Clown.
game is being played in memorial
For Doink the Clown. His real name was Maniac Matt Bourne.
Yep.
Mid-South wrestler. Worked with Buzz Sawyer, Roddy Piper back in the day.
In memoriam, Doink the Clown. This one's for you.
I'm just going to mention one more time that the Blackhawks, Chicago Blackhawks, won the Stanley Cup
I don't even know what that is.
this year. No one does if you're from St. Louis. You're like Cubs fans. There we go. Oh, my goodness. That was the block of the day. Who was that? Was that Derek?
Some more? Does he want some more? Oh.
Who was that?
That was Derek Douglas, yes.
Derek Douglas
Now
going
he's
back
going to come out
to
'cause he's very tired.
2004, taking John Wilson to task.
Looks like he's having a heart attack out there, though.
Charlie shooting wide. I will say this. They got a lot of young pretty boys on this O'Shea's team. They need to slow down. They need to relax, add some points. They have it. They have it.
It's a
they
possession
need to relax.
game at this point. Just win the
Well,
ball.
that's a shot that should have been a point. There's Britt with a wonderful shot. And there's Pistol Pete DePrado. Stopped.
He needed to score that. Oh, no.
There was an excellent hook. Who was it? That was
Off Brett's
Aaron
ass.
Wagner just hooked Pete DePrado's open on-goal shot.
Wow.
That was the point.
They score there. It's a 3-point game. We got a whole different game. Pete had 2 chances at it.
The defense of O'Shea's has shined today, and that is not what anyone expected. They have been just stellar. Now, to call their defense, Aaron's not technically their defense, nor is John Wilson. The grunt work by your John Donovan, and your who else is over there? They have been phenomenal, but the help in the back, they know they're up. They know they need to hold them, and this is their game. This is going to come down to the final minute.
Meanwhile, as Danny gets his beer, McGurk's has a free coming in from Matt Green. He needs to dump it in the box at this point. We're now joined by Matt Stravalla here on the mic.
How we doing, Dave?
We're good. Do we need to move here to get out of the cameras thing? I think we're blocking the entire game right now.
No, I think you're good. At this point, we stopped all video recording except for this one right here. So we have gone to old-fashioned radio broadcasting, Dave.
Oh.
So it looks that if you look behind us, the storm has gotten bigger.
It's strengthening.
It's strengthening. It looks like it's pouring.
Look at this plane
And,
coming in
with-
underneath the clouds.
With just under $20,000 invested in equipment, I
hear you.
I had to put it all away.
This is a key moment in the game right here.
What's going on here?
So we got a free here in the 20.
What happened? I just wanted the ball.
They need to go for goal because they're down 6.
Yeah. I'm going to put the mic back in the hands of Mr. Dan Lapke. Dan?
Must you?
Thank you, Mr. Stravalla. This has been a game for the ages. Here is a free, or a penalty shot. What is this? What is happening
It's a
here,
free
Dave?
from the 20 for
It's
Matt
a free
Green.
from the
He
20
needs to put
out
it
to
in.
the left.
He does.
He does not.
Oh,
PJ
he put it
Brennan,
on goal, but
the
not good
goalie,
enough.
stopped that like
Like the
amazing.
iceberg stopped the Titanic. Really?
Like the iceberg did stop the Titanic.
Or the Germans stopped the Lusitania.
Well,
Germans. Why do we let Germans play this game? Why did we let Landon play?
Dave,
There was a rule.
you're Polish and I understand. Here is some good play in the corner. Is that Double D down there? He's
playing out of his mind.
He's old school and he knows the game and everyone underrates him, and it bothers me to see him disrespected. That is a puck out because that was blocked. That was a wonderful
Good
block.
work by Pete, but
Pete DePrato is working
his
everywhere.
chalupa ass off, I'd say.
Now, you know his lovely wife is the captain of O'Shea's.
I did not know this.
Yes. So there's a family battle here on the line. Of course, they do not care. They are both excited to be here. They are consummate club members. We could not be more excited for both of them. And if they ever leave, I will find them and make them come back. Here we go. We got a foul. We got a free here coming out. Joe Burns going to take this, or this is a sideline cut.
We're running out of time here. McGurk's needs
No,
to
this
make
is a free. Joe Byrne just nailed that. What? What's happening?
One of the McGurk's players' thumb is hanging off.
Mike?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Guy that got a concussion in week 1.
All right, I'm going to bring in a guest speaker. You guys ready?
Wait, we're getting a special report. Please, Mr. Hill, come in.
Not
Mike Hill. Mike Hill, please tell
thought
us
you
here
said we had
what
a
is
speaker.
happening. Keep it low. What's happening?
This just
down here?
in. This just
Goal by McGurk's.
We
They're
have
back
a
in this
rookie
game.
with a thumb hanging off. His
Define
thumb is
hanging
literally
off.
hanging off.
Okay.
Should he
He needs to go to the hospital. We're working on that as we speak.
Is he on the field?
No.
Okay.
Meanwhile, McGurk's is back in this ball game.
McGurk's just scored a cracker of a goal.
So they're only down 3, maybe 4.
McGurk's just scored a cracker of a goal. This thing
They're
is
down
back
4.
in play. Apparently, we have a rookie missing a thumb.
I can get you a thumb. You need a thumb? I can get you one.
Dave, talk to that young man. I feel bad for him. Having had 4 of my digits broken on a hand playing hurling, not the index finger, everything else, I know his pain.
Joe Byrne misses his 6th wide of the day.
Joe Byrne with another wide. This is not what O'Shea's needs with McGurk's feeling confident after that last goal. But here's John Donovan.
Oh.
Over to John Wilson. John, you better run. John Wilson is one of the
there goes the McGurk's
stalwarts.
guy. Ooh.
And he just made
he
the
pushed him in the
defender
back.
covered him clean as a whistle. I'm going to find that youngster's name out, but whoever number 3 was just camped out, and John Wilson's shorts took one to the helmet and stopped him from proceeding.
So the McGurk's player, I think his name is Johnny Fourfingers. He is now leaving the pitch. Straight to the hospital.
Which one is he?
Hopefully they can save that thumb, and if they
That's
can't,
Matt.
if they
Young
can't
Matt.
save the thumb, hopefully that they can donate it to a worthy child that is in need of a thumb.
Hey, Dave, I want to make a report that I'm going to go back in handheld, get a couple more footage, try to get the end of this game. So.
All right. We're going to have more action here, kids. And I'm going to grab a beer.
That means that I get to take over.
No, I'm back.
They are deep in the corner, and that was a double D attempt. Got to tell you something, I love that guy from the old days. He plays the old school hurling that I miss. These young kids want to play it fast and loud.
Ooh, look at that.
We used to play it
Johnny Coleman,
deep and
speaking
heavy.
of fast and loud.
We were good men. This game is running long in the tooth. There's
lots of thunder
people on the
boomers
field
there going on.
Field wondering time, score, and moving this thing forward. This 4 minutes left. This thing is getting crazy.
It's 4 points. McGurk's needs a goal. Bottom line.
McGurk's wins possession, but it's out of bounds again.
Who do we got down here? Full forward position. We got Pete. We got Josh West at the half position. One of those two guys is going to have to score a goal.
Pete and Josh
Bottom
West,
line.
but they have Mike White down here. Mike White is the assassin.
Now, if I'm Mike White, I'm in front of Pete DePrato right now.
If I'm Mike White, I do what I want to do because he has the reputation, he has the years, he has the experience, he knows what he needs to do. Let Pete point. Let Pete point. Pete comes near him. Pete might be taking another train to the hospital. Mike might be out of the game, but he will do what it takes for his team.
They've now shifted Mike White off Pete, and they have, who is that? New guy, maybe? I don't know who that is. Can't recognize him.
It's a young kid who can run.
Hey, young kid, 19, play in front of Pete. Play in front of him.
No, don't do
It's
that.
Landon.
I have to
It's
disagree.
Landon.
That's Landon Zierbach. He's German. He knows play right next to him.
No.
He can outrun him.
Yeah, the Germans don't know.
You know what else he knows? He knows he swings to his right. That's a great matchup.
They don't have a sense of humor, the Germans.
Pete DiPrato will not be the difference in this game. I state it now. That was a wonderful point from the corner by Joe
I'll tell
Byrne.
you this. If McGurk's has any chance whatsoever of winning this game, he's going to have to score.
I agree with you, but I don't think he will. Landon Zierbach is going to lock him down. And the revived play of a John Donovan to a Joe Byrne, just drop it deep. This is four corners.
That's classic
You
O'Shea's.
play four corners. Oh my God, Mike Reynolds is down. Mike Reynolds is down.
I don't think that's a foul. He's going for the ball.
It's not a foul, but he's down.
I called it, though. Stefan actually blew his whistle. I heard it. Not be the first time.
Hold on, do we have this on tape? Because I want that given to me for a Christmas present. All right. We got a free here from Joe Byrne. If he's smart, he goes for the point, and Joe Byrne goes for the point. There we go. He is now hitting
5 for 12.
He is 5 for 12, but that is what his team needs. He has done what they need.
And
he
now
has done
they're up.
the legwork.
They're up 2
This is a
goals
key.
now.
Oh, there's
he
Pete
is.
DiPrato and Landon and John Donovan. Oh!
Yep, good play.
That
good call
was,
by Mr. Sullivan.
be it incidental, that was a trip.
It's actually a smart play.
It is a really smart play because now you can pack your defense. Now, again, they're down too far. You can't go for the point.
You gotta get your
There
own
are
2
too many
goals.
bodies in front. They have to be 20 meters away.
Which they are.
I'm not sure.
Oh, it might be a point. No.
And that's wide. That was an excellent thought by Matt Green. But with that many bodies in front, what do you do?
How about a little pass to somebody near the goal? A little pass. Open it up.
I don't know if you can do it.
Shimmy.
There's so many people packed in.
Shimmy,
You
shimmy.
almost lose with that foul. As you said, it was a smart foul. Mr. Brennan with a clear shot to Robbie Hupt. That was new guy Nick with an excellent defensive play, just a hair too late.
Good try. Threw him off a
Kudos
little
to
bit.
Robbie for hanging on to the ball. I'll have to tell you, I like this new guy Nick. He's tooth and nails. He doesn't have the skills yet. That's not a crime. It's 1 year. I didn't have the skills. I still don't. I've played for 10 years. But knowing what you need to do to help your team, and that guy has it. He is, and the other thing too is he is tooth and nails. He is not afraid of anything. I want to play with him. Not in a strange way, but he is wonderful.
Not in a strange
That was a
way.
weak side shot by John Wilson. God bless his heart. That is something that team needs badly.
Well,
This
poor
is
angle nonetheless.
Oh, it was an awful
they're up
angle.
0-2 goals.
John Wilson is possibly
What is that?
the
That's
best player
a
in the
poor play
club.
by Pete.
You can argue who's best, who's not, what do you do, what do you not do. But John Wilson is in the discussion every day, all the time. He is a consummate
time
team
is
player.
running out.
He is as skilled as anybody can go, and the motherfucker can run.
Wow. Are you allowed to say that on this radio station?
Robbie Hup's open for a puck out, and PJ
That's
missed it.
it.
O'Shea
It's
has defied
all
the odds.
over.
This is what hurling is played for. This is why we are here. This is why you play the games.
I have to say, I'm sleepy.
This was one of the most incredible matches for a championship game in club history. No one would have picked this. No one in Vegas bet on this, and yet the underdog, O'Shea's tribesmen, take it to the house.
No, I don't think they were that big underdog.
They were underdogs.
Yeah, maybe a little.
They were underdogs. I'll have to tell you, I love this McGurk's team. They are not losers in any way. Both of these teams trounced the league. It was a matter of which one's a hair better.
I think the MVP of this game, though, you have to agree with me, is Taco Bell. I think Pete DiPrato had too much before the game.
You know who I'm going to give the MVP to the game to? I'm looking at
Other
your
than
tribesmen.
us?
I'm looking at your tribesmen. I have to say, you got to look at their back four. You got to look at Land.
So tough loss for you today, Pete, but everybody wants to know how much Taco Bell did you eat beforehand.
Friday nights are pizza and wing night. So
That have any factor on the outcome?
no.
You had 2 chances there, about midway, about 10 minutes left in the game. You had 2 chances at a goal. Somebody hooked you. You missed the inner shot. Somebody got a piece of it. You only made a 1-score game.
Yeah.
After that didn't happen, I think it all kind of turned the other way for you.
Yeah, it was our game plan was to try to keep the box clear because they got so many big bodies, and because last game we played them, that's what happened. Every time I shot, it hit somebody, and we did an all right job, but they collapsed on it when we got it down there. And I just thank God to be in this position, and it's all up to Him. Whatever He wants is what happens. All right, guys. Thanks.
Boy. That's great. Well, that was Captain Pete DePrado of the losers, McGurk's. Back to you, Matt.
Brilliant performance the other day by O'Shea's. Delighted, my first ever hurling championship, and I'm so happy. I had the 2 football ones.
Thank you, man. I had fun. with this season.
Have anything to do with your beard?
Yes. Everybody should grow a beard like this if you want to be a champion.
Words of wisdom.
I just want to say thank you very much for a great season. And I decided that this was my last game, so I'm retiring today. And thank you very much. You guys have let me go.
Yeah, we came together well. Aaron Wagner was huge as a captain, not only on the field but off the field. Our game plans were from several players were more in depth than they've had before. So all in all, well prepared, great season.
I feel great. It's a great game.
Oh shit, you got your phone on you?
Talk to me, Aaron. How are you feeling right now?
It didn't even matter. Look at it. It's still dry.
Feels amazing. This is definitely my favorite team that I've ever captained. I love these guys. Everyone on this team is unselfish, willing to pass the ball, not looking to put their name in the papers, just looking to pass the ball, make plays out in the field. I love these guys. McGurk's is an amazing team, and we had 3 great battles against them this year. We were fortunate to come out on top, today, and hats off to McGurk's. They have a great team. Their captains did a great job. They have some excellent players on their team, and they had a great season, and we're thankful for this win.
So I'd like to recognize O'Shea's for a great season. I'd like to recognize our captains. Aaron Wagner. Kelly DeProto. Mike Harrigan. Great performance today. I love the way these guys play hurling, moving the ball into space, running up the field and taking their points. It's a great year, great season. Congratulations. Thank you.
Jump in.
Here. Here we go, Greg.
All right.
That's nice. That is nice.
Yups. There you go, John.
Beautiful. Hold it up.
Yes! Want some bubbly at that?
There you go. Heck yeah.
Oh. Whenever you guys are ready, just let me know. Hey guys, go on.
Heck yeah, Charlie. Raj?
Hey, thanks.
Heck yeah.
There you go. Right here.
What's going on?
Heck yeah, Lando.